So let's pick up right where we left off, with that fire still breathing low and the sky just beginning to thin from black into a deep, uncertain blue. You wake before the sun, not because you planned to, but because something in the air has shifted. The night has loosened its grip. Your body knows it before your thoughts do. The embers beside you have collapsed inward, glowing softly beneath a skin of ash. Someone will need to feed them soon before the cold slips back in through the cracks. There's no alarm, no urgency, no sense of being late, just necessity, the quiet kind that has shaped human mornings for tens of thousands of years. You stretch inside a shelter shaped by hands that know exactly how much bend a willow branch can take before it snaps. Animal skins stitched together with sinew ripple slightly as the wind moves past. The air is thick with familiar smells: ash, old smoke, hide, sweat, your sweat from yesterday's walk, yesterday's work. Outside, insects hum in uneven rhythms, and birds argue loudly about territory you don't need to mark because everyone here already knows where they belong. This isn't a weekend escape into nature. This is not a retreat. This is home, and it has been home for longer than memory can measure. It's around 10,000 years before the Common Era. There are no cities anywhere on Earth. No stone walls, no crowns, no laws written into clay or carved into rock, no calendars nailed to walls. The wheel hasn't been invented. Roads don't exist. Architecture lives in movement, firelight, and whatever the land gives willingly. And yet, scattered across places we will one day call the Levant, Eastern Africa, Europe, and Asia, small groups of humans are waking exactly like this, beside low fires, wrapped in skins, speaking softly in languages shaped by breath and shared experience, bound not by borders, but by kinship. These aren't caricatures, not grunting figures crouched in caves. Caves are rare, often temporary. Most people live in open-air shelters, lightly built and easily repaired, moving in bands of 20 or 30. They follow animals, they follow water, they follow seasons. They carry stone tools smoothed by use, baskets woven from plant fiber, spears balanced just right, dried roots tucked into skin pouches. And they carry stories, stories heavier than any tool, stories that explain where to walk, when to wait, and why certain places demand silence. The world around them is wild, but it isn't mysterious. It's intimate, memorized, learned step by step, mistake by mistake, generation by generation. And this is just the beginning of the day. As morning stretches outward, the camp shifts almost imperceptibly. There's no command, no signal, just a practiced rhythm everyone understands. Not a schedule, but a flow. Near the hearth, the youngest and the oldest remain close. Someone carefully uncovers embers buried beneath the ash the night before, not by chance, by skill. Starting a fire from nothing is difficult, unreliable. Keeping one alive through the night is knowledge passed hand to hand, never written, never forgotten. Fire here is more than heat. It's protection from animals, it's cooked food, it's conversation. Where there is fire, there is life. Small groups peel away to forage. They don't wander, they know exactly where they're going. These women and men are walking encyclopedias of the land, botanists without diagrams, pharmacologists without labels. They know which roots swell after rain, which berries lie, which seeds must be soaked or roasted to strip away poison. They walk barefoot, but their minds hold maps more detailed than any satellite image. Soil color, bird calls, the angle of the sun, everything speaks if you've learned how to listen. Far north, near what will one day be called the Czech Republic, people wake beneath colder skies, inside shelters built from mammoth bone, clay, turf, and fur. This is Dolní Věstonice, over 30,000 years ago, perched on the edge of an ice age. These people hunt mammoth and reindeer, but they also shape clay with their hands and place it into fire. Figurines emerge, abstract, often female, sometimes deliberately broken by heat. We don't know exactly why. Offering, ritual, memory, meaning. What we do know is that art already exists here, woven directly into survival, beauty and necessity sharing the same flame. As the sun climbs, the camp grows louder, steadier. Tools are inspected, stone blades are retouched with careful strikes, nets are mended, fibers twisted between fingers that learned this motion before language fully formed. Children hover close, pretending not to watch, absorbing everything. The hunters prepare to leave, not as heroes, not alone, but as coordinated groups reading the land like a living text. A snapped stem, a bent reed, the faint metallic smell of an animal carried on wind. Their weapons are simple, but refined, microliths set into shafts with resin and sinew, atolats that extend the arm and multiply force. This is technology, elegant, tested, precise. Hunting is never guaranteed. Most calories don't come from meat. Plants feed the group more reliably. Hunting is dangerous, unpredictable, respected. When it succeeds, everyone eats. When it fails, the land still provides. Knowledge cushions risk. Back at camp, learning never pauses. There is no classroom, no age division. Children watch flint turn into blade, fish open cleanly under practiced hands, roots crushed on stones worn smooth by ancestors. Knowledge moves through imitation and gentle correction. They learn which ants draw blood, which bark peels cleanly, which stars lean toward winter. This is a world without writing, but not without history. Memory is communal, sacred, carried by everyone. By midday, the fire becomes the axis of life. Meat, if there is any, is sliced thin and dried. Greens are sorted, seeds ground slowly. The fire is fed again and again, never allowed to vanish. Around it, people talk, teach, argue quietly, laugh. Intelligence here isn't abstract, it's bodily, sensory. Forgetting the wrong thing can kill you, so memory is trained like muscle. As afternoon leans toward evening, the camp gathers itself inward. Hunters return, empty-handed or successful, greeted the same either way. Stories matter as much as meat. Food is shared without counting, passed hand to hand. Warmth spreads not just from flame, but from bodies close enough to feel breath. Darkness arrives softly. Someone hums. A rhythm begins. Stone against wood. Voice layered over voice. Children quiet without being told. This is the Paleolithic cathedral. No walls, no roof, just flame, sound, and attention. Flutes carved with finger holes wait nearby, instruments capable of scales we still recognize, music made not to perform, but to belong. People dance, mimic animals, remember the dead. Belief lives in movement and sound, not in buildings, and when sleep comes, it comes gently, curled near embers, wrapped in hides, surrounded by others. Safety here isn't isolation, it's closeness. This world isn't perfect. People suffer, people die. But the lie that life before cities was only fear and hunger doesn't survive the evidence. Bones, pollen, residue, isotopes all tell a quieter truth. Diets were diverse, bodies strong, movement constant. People lived inside the land, not above it. For most of human history, this was enough. Time was felt, not counted. Seasons recognized, not scheduled. Knowledge wasn't stored, it was lived. And just beneath this rhythm, something new was beginning to form. Camps lingered. Seeds sprouted near fires. People waited. They didn't know it yet, but the ground beneath them was changing. Before cities, before walls, before clocks, there was this: fire, breath, memory, belonging.
And for a long, long time, it was everything.